Good evening. How are you all doing? Excuse me. Right. It's been a while, hasn't it? When was it? Whew. It's been at least 4 weeks. Yeah, somewhere around there. I've been extremely busy. Really busy. You'll notice in the video I'm going to insert little pieces in the video just to show you what I've been up to. As you're aware, anybody that watches the channel on a regular basis, I'm running out of room, and I'm at the point now where yeah, I've got stuff on the floor, I've got stuff everywhere. It's cozy, but it's not comfortable, if I'm honest. I've just got there's just so much stuff in here now. I've made the decision to get a greenhouse. This is exactly the problem. I'm banging my head on lights. Let me have a sit down for a minute while we chat. Just bear with me. Here we go. So I've been looking for a greenhouse for a while, and like anybody, I don't have lots of money to blow on a greenhouse. So first port of call is Facebook Marketplace, and there's plenty of greenhouses on there, free. You just have to dismantle them and go and collect them. More often than not, they're all over the arse end of the country. But I found one and messaged the person and said, "Is it available?" And they said no. It was the perfect size, exactly what I wanted. They said no, somebody's coming to collect it. And this continued for has continued for a couple of months, basically. Every greenhouse I've seen, as soon as I've messaged, now somebody's coming to collect it, now somebody's coming to collect it. All these greenhouses then start appearing on eBay. These are free greenhouses, free to collector. They all start appearing on eBay. 200 quid, 300 quid, 400 quid, all being sold by the same person. So clearly, somebody's making a living out of it, somebody's making a business out of it. Well, fair play to them. Makes my life a little bit harder because I can't get a look in every greenhouse that comes up. Boom, it's gone. So one came up. I saw it in Malvern, and perfect size, just what I want. It's 12 foot wide by 16, just over 16 foot long. 10 foot to the eaves, 10 foot to the apex, 7 foot to the eaves. So I've decided to get a greenhouse. Luckily, this one was on Marketplace, and it was actually up for quite a reasonable amount. 80 pounds of glass in this thing. So we've got it home. Here it is, basically, in all its glory. It needs cleaning, but it's a fantastic greenhouse. It's got 4 windows, 2 and 2. It's got a fantastic sliding door, which is what I wanted. And behind the cameraman is where it's going to live. So I am currently, it's going to sit on sleepers. These are 8 foot long, well, just short of 8 foot, by 8 inches wide by 4 inches deep. So it's going to have two of those, so four sleepers aside, and then it's going to put right up to the shed. So the back of the greenhouse is going to come right up to here, and we're going to have a doorway cut into the back of the shed, so you can there'll be a door, you can walk straight through the shed, straight into the greenhouse. That's the plan. That's going to be sitting on concrete, and Sabin's on this side. That's going to be sitting on concrete, and so is the sleepers at the back. So we've got a good solid base for it to sit on. And then I'm just going to have to get creative with, because it's going to be probably it's 8 foot to the apex, and I think this is only just over 7. So I'm going to have to get creative with the gap at the top, but I'm not worried about that. And I'm going to have to get creative with the side there, but I'm not worried about that either. So there's going to be my lovely son behind the camera has said, why don't you make it into a bit of a series, building the greenhouse, putting it up, getting it all, and I think that's a bang on, that's a cracking idea. So this little intro is going to be the start of building a greenhouse. I need to find some sort of, what do I need to hold the camera? A tripod. I need to find a tripod to hold the camera, or rest it on a bag of sand, and we all know how that ends. You know, me swearing and lots of bleeping. You know. So the next time you see me, I will be trying to remember how I took this lot apart. And at 9 o'clock in the pitch black, when we were unscrewing it and taking it down in a hurry, pretty sure it's going to be a nightmare to put back together, especially as I don't remember what went where. So you can come along for the ride. It's going to be fun. I guarantee that a couple of millimeters here or there, by the time the greenhouse gets put up, it's going to be inches. So I need this to be spot on. I need these two, I need to be absolutely bang on, dead level. Otherwise the greenhouse is going to be twisted, and if it's twisted, the glass isn't going to go in, and we're going to have a game getting the glass in. If we're struggling to get the glass in, panes are going to get broken, and we've also got to account for the door. The door's not going to open and close. Good point. But also over time, if it starts to settle and sink and it's twisted, and it starts to twist even more, it's just, let's just knock it there. Do it right first time. If it's right, I can sit back, I can sleep at night. So these kind of things that keep me awake at night. Millimeters here, millimeters there. So what I'm going to do now is get the wheelbarrow, go and unload the 6 bags of ready mix concrete that are in there, and the 10 bags of Cotswold chip-ins that are in there as well. I've got to be honest, it's a bit scary, because damn, this thing is huge. It's taking up a lot of the garden. My missus came out and looked at this and she was like, what the beep? I didn't think it was going to be this big.
That's what she said.
Have a look, see what you think. Okay, let's zoom you out. There you go. So we've got the frame, the basic frame up. Anyway, the greenhouse. Can I just point out as well, my boys, Josh behind the camera there, and Dan have done all the heavy lifting for me. They've put the graft in, fair play to them. And we are where we're at now. The roof's on. So I reckon I'm going to measure this now. I've got all these, this is what the glass sits on. I'm going to measure this side now, get the length of this, and then I'm going to measure the other side and make sure that side is the same, the legs are the same, and then I'm going to screw them down, all 4 corners. I'm going to bolt down, and the middle legs, giving me 2 sides and a straight, and then I can mess around with that end and this end as I wish. So that's the plan, and hopefully I can start putting the glass in, because I'm really looking forward to cleaning 88 pounds of glass. I can't wait. I'm over the moon. 88 pounds of glass to clean, one after another, and they are as thin as tissue paper. If you sneeze on them, they'll break. So the plan is to, over a period of time, is to change the glass for polycarbonate, 6mm polycarbonate, which will fit straight in there beautifully. But as you can imagine, putting polycarbonate in this lot, in this, ain't going to be cheap. So yeah, that's a job for down the road, but that's where we are. That's where we're at. I thought I'd give you an update. I'll do a little update in the shed because I've just had a box full of plants arrive. So there's going to be not so much an unboxing, but there'll be some video of the new plants. You can see some real crackers, I tell you. So I'll speak to you very soon. And we're back in the room. Okay, let's wander off down here, shall we? Right, how are the seeds doing? Well, there's been a few new additions, seeds wise, new pots. There's what we got over here. These are, oh good God, Northiana cross Truncata cross Rocco Exotica cross Boschiana, Vicii, Loei Vicii, Boschiana, Maximum Mirror. Good grief. That has got so many parents, but that Rocco Exotica always makes for good crosses. The Miravalba globosa cross amp, they've just started coming up. Great, and the other ones, Mirabilis. I'm not a Lowland person. Penda taught me into this. Oh, I must give a shout out to my mate Gary. Gary came up last week or week before. Came up to see me and went home with a boot full of plants. Thankfully, he made a bit of room, a bit of space, which has been filled up again this week. But Gaz, you're always welcome, mate. He's a top bloke. You're always welcome, mate, anytime. While we're at it, always a shout out to Penda, Mark, Timmy, Dom, Breck. I'll get it right one day, Breck. Who else is there? Danny Z, the two Bens, Ange. How you doing, Ange? Amori, I can't forget Amori, top bloke. Who else is there? Ash, how you doing, mate? He's one of the OGs. The names will come to me as I'm going on. Anyway, so where we at? Vicii Burb, Spec Spath. That's my own cross. They're doing really well. Vicii Burb cross Eddie. We've got some leaf jumps going on here. Really good. Vicii Burb Nebularum again. Some good leaf jumps going on. They're really just starting to hit the stride now. A lot of these seedlings are now really starting to show the signs of fertilizer. And I've really got to start picking some of this moss out or separating, because they're getting overgrown now. So I have been picking it out, but it gets to the point where, oh hello, what's going on there? What's this? Surentensis Northiana, look at that. Bizarre red leaf. I don't know if you can see it. Focus. Come on. There we go. How about that? A red leaf in all the green. Wow. Interesting to see what comes of that. So I won't bore you anymore with the seedlings, but they're all doing well. I just need to take care of the moss problem and fungus gnats. I am absolutely plagued with fungus gnats, hence the reason I've got pings here, there and everywhere, and the token sundew. So they're doing my head in at the moment. So Candy Dreams cross, Vichai Platy Candy Dreams. That is a cracker. Loving that. There's 3 distinct types here. I've got this one. So that is exactly the same cross. Far more platy in that one. And then this one, which the jury's out on this one at the moment. Well, I do kind of like it. I do like it. Supernova cross. We've got a nice big fat leaf coming on that one. Last picture we had small lid syndrome for some reason. Don't know why. Just decided to throw out a small leaf. But the other, let me find somewhere to put this down. Bear with. Drop it down there. The other Vichai Platy Candy Dreams. Look at the fungus gnats here. They're absolutely everywhere. That's the other one. I kind of like that one. Yeah, kind of digging that one. Again, far more platy. Those two got way more platy than the other one. The other one's showing a bit of Vichai in it. So we've had some new additions. We have had some new additions. Starting with Loei Gnong Mulu cross Aphipiata. These are fantastic plants. You got that Loei and the Aphip as well. Lid bristles, stripes. What more could you ask for, really? And we've got what we've got here: Vichai Barrio, Candy BB, Vichai Barrio MEP. This thing is doing really, really well. Holds a lot of pictures, which, I mean, for a Vichai, really. And it's just started to get down to business, but it's a really happy plant. Really happy plant. Impressed with those. Over here we have got one of two. Raja Trusmodiensis. Now this one, it's got a bit more Raja than it has Trus, I think. But that may develop. Lovely leaves. The leaves are fantastic. I think actually that's why I bought this plant. I saw the leaves and I was like, yeah, I like that. I'm having that. Fantastic leaves. And then we've got Ventricosa villosa. Oh yes, oh yes. You'll notice a lot of these new plants that I'll show you on here are showing signs of mite. There, mite or some pest. They've all been treated. They've all been well treated. So I'm not really worried about that. I mean, if this shed was a 100% sterile environment, then I'd probably have these quarantined for at least a couple of weeks at least. However, it's not a sterile environment. I've already got mites in here that I'm battling with. So, you know, to me, I'm not really losing anything. Yeah, I'm kind of digging this. It's toothy, and I think it's got huge potential. Nice plant. Let's just stick it to one side because there is more to show you. Excuse me. So right behind that one, we have got. This is a natural hybrid. Ericoides Mindanano, all right, read it. Ericoides, whatever that says. Hairy little devil. Typical of Ericoides. We'll see how that looks, but if you want to see how hairy Ericoides is, let's just fish this one out. There you go. That's a hairy Ericoides. Don't know what the red blotches are. It may be fungal. It has been treated, but it's not really spread. The new leaves are looking good, but I do love this plant. It's so hairy. Ericoides, one of my favourite plants. So next on the list we have, this one's going to take some reading, stand by. We have Sibianensis Trusmodiensis cross Peltata Red Phantom, and beautiful. See the Peltata traits in there straight away. Yeah, I'm not. Well, yeah, I can see the Sib. Maybe when it gets bigger, we'll start to see the Trusmodiensis, but lovely leaves. Great plant, great plant. Next to that we have, this is Truncata Hiroshima. So, nice little trunk. And you'll notice I've gone with, as a potting medium, I've gone with cocoa chip pumice, cocoa chip perlite, and we've got in there as well, we've got some Rockwool cubes. Look at that fungus, nothing there. Look at that. Look at them. Everywhere. I've got to get some sticky strips. I've just got to. Okay, so this one is, just pull the tag out. Ventricosa Sibianensis giant, Ventricosa spatulata lowii, Trusmodiensis EP. Now there's no pictures on this plant, but I googled it and the pictures on it are wow. So I was like, yeah, I'm buying that. That's coming home with me. So that is halfway across the top shelf. Not a lot. Oh, there is some new stuff. I stand corrected. We've got here Haryana lowii. That has got big potential. big potential. It may end up looking like Lowy Eddie or something similar. And then just back here we have got Lowy Mollis. Now, what a pairing that is. Lowy and Mollis. Big things await, I know they do. Another hairy plant. I love hairy plants. I'm going to have that on a t-shirt. I love hairy plants. I've patented that. Nobody can take that now. That's my idea. I love hairy plants. What else we got? We've got Peltata Yellow Phantom cross tenuous. Another little gem, little rarity. This is something that's going to impress as it gets bigger, I think. The Peltata Yellow Phantom cross Macrophylla is wow. Big leaf jumps. It's really getting this groove on. I think the next pictures on this off this leaf jump, we should have an idea of whether it's going to be toothy, because at the moment it's not telling me much. I can just about see, yeah, it might, but at this size, my Maxima Harryana, you could see the teeth were really clearly defined at that size. These aren't looking, let's get you in the light, they're not looking massively toothy, so we'll wait and see. It might develop a little bit later on. Platykyla Lowy has put out a new picture for us. Another one that's going to be, another one that's hairy. And I think this one is going to be all about the uppers. Lowers are going to look nice, but I think this one is going to be all about the uppers. It's going to be one of them plants you're just going to have to wait and see. And we were talking about a couple of minutes ago, Raja Trusmariensis. This is my other Raja Trus, and as you can see, this one's got a bit of spider web to start with, but it does look like it's got a little bit of striping, and it appears to be slightly toothier than the other one. Yeah, there's definitely a bit of striping on that one. Nice plant, and I think definitely more truz in the leaves. There's more truz there than there is Raja, definitely. So we might see some big teeth on that one. Now we're getting close to. Oh yeah, you've got to see this. Okay, Jamban Harryana. Now, it's only a small plant. But big things are coming with this one. Look at that. That is going to be something special. The lid, everything. It's fantastic. New picture coming on the side there. It does remind me ever so slightly of Flava Eddy. And right next to it, we've got a Wisterbur Ventricosa Eddy, and that is spectacular. It really is. It's the picture's starting to go over a little bit because it's got the shipping blues. These have all got shipping blues. They're They're just getting over shipping. So, but it's a cracking plant. It's a ventricosa. It's a Wisterbur ventricosa cross Edwardsiana Conan. What a great plant! What a great plant! Speaking of great plants, let me make a little bit of room here because I need to put something back up here. So bear with a second while I put the ventricosa villosa back up out the way so I don't kick it over, and pop the supernova cross up there, because reason being I need to show you this, and wait until you see this. This is magnificent. Here we go. Ready? Let's get you in the light. There we go. Right. Maxima Jeff Wong cross Haryana. Wow. Ain't that absolutely fantastic? Peristome on that is just amazing. I love this plant. I really do. And it's leaf jumping again. Look at that. So vigorous. So vigorous. Unbelievable. Can't believe how vigorous it is. Not that old either. I'll have to find out when, find the date when they were sown. But it's, I believe, just over a year old. Just over a year old. Around about 13 months, 13, 14 months. And I look at the size of it. So vigorous. So, moving on. A little bit of excitement there. Get your blood pressure up. Let's bring you back down a minute. Lowy eye. We've got a lowy eye picture, which I'm quite proud of. Oh, bear with me, because I have got the most shocking tennis elbow, and I've got to go to the doctors tomorrow and have injections, which I'm looking forward to. Injections into the joints, both joints, elbow joints. So I'm looking forward to that. Look at the lid bristles on this thing. Absolutely stunning. Yeah, brilliant. That is brilliant. You won't believe the absolute agony I'm in just holding that pot. I've got no strength in my arms at all, because both elbows are absolutely knackered. Brought about by dismantling that greenhouse the other night, and lugging panes of glass backwards and forwards. 88 panes of glass came out of that greenhouse. So that hasn't helped my my cause. So hang on, hold the phone. We've got more. We have more new additions. This one is Wisterbur Diabolica Hamata Edwardsiana, and it's got a little picture out for us. Look at this. Oh yeah, baby. Yes. Yeah, teethy, toothy. Beautiful. That's going to be a stunner when it puts its big boy pants on. That is going to be a stunner. So we've got that one, which came the other day, and down here we've got a good old Diabolica, red hairy Hamata, decent sized one as well. Another Wisterbur plant, beautiful. Really chuffed with that. Really chuffed. I love Diabolica, and hopefully it's going to love me. So it's down on the bottom down there where all the Heliophora live and the cold loving plants. It's get quite nippy down there. So what's going on down here? Velosa hamata has thrown out a slightly bigger leaf. I'm really happy with the way this is going now. It's to say that I nearly killed this plant, and it's come back from the brink, and it's come back stronger. Really chuffed with that plant. I'm also chuffed with this is Trismodiensis Rob, which is finally getting out of its funk. There's another one here. That's a Truz. These two, in fact, there's a few. There's a Fipiata. Those two have really, those three plants altogether have really struggled since I had them. Really struggled. And I mean, let me just get a stool so I can rest my back. I can honestly say I don't think it's anything I've done. They've just not been happy plants, and so I've just persevered with them. They were doing no good in Akadama, Kanuma, so I bit the bullet and I thought, you know what, let's just swap them over. And so I repotted them in cocoa chip and just bit the bullet, and I thought, well, they'll either stay as they are and just do nothing, or we'll see some growth. And good as gold. About a month after repotting them in cocoa chip, boom, they all start putting out leaves, and then shortly after that they all start putting out pitchers. So they've got over their funk, and they're starting to grow. So I'm really happy with that. Macrophylla didn't like being repotted. It threw a bit of a wobbly and did nothing for a good month or more. But now it's forgiven me and it's starting to grow. And the same can be said of all the plants on here that were repotted into cocoa chip. It took them a while. They weren't happy to start with, but they're all getting their heads down now, and they're all starting to push in the right direction. So I'm really chuffed with that. Eddie is slow, but growing. Slow and steady wins the race. Slow and steady Eddie. Nice new shiny leaf put out there. So yeah, it's doing the business. It's getting on with life. Happy with that. Hope Gaz is happy with these. Gaz took one away. This I am really happy with. This was money well spent. I'm so glad I bought this. This is LVB VMV Eddie. Look at that. This is going to be a showstopper. It really will be when this gets bigger. I know it will. Another one that sulked for a little while, and if you look here, the mites had to go at it as well, just to add insult to injury. It's been treated, and since being treated, it's put out some nice leaves without mite damage. So it's a happy camper, happy plant. We love that. Who else we got up here? Sorry for the crap camera work. Who else is in the house? Yes. How about this one? Oh, the pots are heavy because they've all just been, well, they were watered yesterday. So we have here Truncata, Peltata, trunk Peltata Edwardiana. That was its last picture. I wouldn't say it's massively toothy, but it's just put out, this one. And that one's showing a little bit more promise. Again, we had a little bit of mite damage on this one. As you can see, just the leaf's just ever so slightly misshapen. It got treated and then boom, we're back to normal. Good leaves. So, happy with that. Let's pop him back up there without dropping it. Oh, I must show you this little beauty. You've got to have a look at this. This one's fantastic. This is, this was off my mate Mark. LVB, VMV, Platy, Lowland. Look at this, look at this. Yes. This is going to be a little winner, this is, tell you now. The uppers on this should be amazing. The lowers should be, I mean, LVB, Platy, Lowland. The lowers should be good enough, but the uppers, wow. Can't wait to see the uppers on this. That, really chuffed with that plant. Really chuffed. Thank you, Mark. He knows the way to a man's pocket. Bless him. I do love him. He's a great bloke. Great bloke. Lowland Muluensis, one of my favourites. Great plant. Slower growing than watching paint dry, but we've got a bit of a leaf jump going on there, so I'm happy about that. And we've got a picture coming down here. It's one of them plants, it just creeps up on you. You're that used to looking and not seeing anything, you know, no growth, it's really slow, it's not doing anything, and then all of a sudden you look and boom, there's a big picture there. My Christ, where did that come from? Flower ready. Another one that sulked so badly after being repotted. 2 months, I think it was, at least 2 months. It did nothing, and I was starting to worry. I thought, is it going to go? Is this going to go downhill or what? And I did start to worry, and then all of a sudden, boom, put that one out, and then that one straight after, and it's shoving a third one out as well. So it's got over its temper tantrum, and it's getting on with it. This one, I know somebody who's waiting for this plant. Truncata, Affipiata, Edwardiana, and you'll see why. I mean, this is a small plant, but damn, look at that. It's going to be a stunner when it gets bigger. Really is. Great looking plant. So, what we got going on over here? We've got Peltata, Yellow Phantom, Cross Harriana. He's just popping out a new one. This is another one that I've had to treat for mites, as you can see. They've had a right go at that. But the new leaf it's putting out is looking really good. So hopefully we've got them under control. I'm led to believe that you can't actually eradicate mites completely. They keep finding a way back because they have a massive, major tolerance level to pesticides. So you can never quite eradicate them, but you can have a good go. You knock them back and they come back, but we do our best. Over the back here is another one that's that was sulking and is just getting over its funk. And we've got new leaf, we've got new growth. Again, another one that the mites got at on the old leaves there, you see. Treated, and now we've got nice new leaves. But, I mean, it just goes to show, you know, if you're not on top of them. If you're not, you know, you let your guard down for a split second and boom, they're in. And it doesn't take long in these conditions. Perfect for them, nice and warm. Yeah, they don't like humid conditions, and it is humid in here, but they will still proliferate if you're not careful. So we've got a hamata, we've got a cheeky hamata just coming up over here. I thought I'd give you a 30-second silence there to appreciate the teeth. Right, let's let's carry on. Oh, Spathulata bebedi just popped. Nice and toothy as well. Look at the wings on that. Awesome. Fantastic. Okay, right, where shall we go to next? Let's stand up for a start. Oh, my back. And let's put Eddie back up here. Eddie Vedder. Let's see how many of you know who he is. Let's see who knows who Eddie Vedder is. Answer in the comments. Eddie Vedder. I'm showing my age now. Let's just move the stool out the way so I can walk up and down. Right. Let me a quick took of my vape. This is one of my voices. Don't judge me. Right. This is Lowland corner, we'll call it. They're not all lowland, but let's move that out of my way so I don't headbutt that. They're not all lowland, but a fair few of them are. So we've got VTI Supernova is working on a big furry picture. Unfortunately, I went and dropped this plant about 4 weeks ago. So it's not very happy with me at the moment, and all growth has ceased. But I have noticed the growth tip is starting to pull back out of the next leaf, so we got movement. I'm very happy with that. So what's new on here? Well, what's new on here is this little beaut. This is Truncata Striped Peristome cross Truncata. This is going to be an absolute stunner when it gets bigger. Putting out pictures like that, fantastic. Behind that, the clips are doing really well. Growing steady, really coming along. The Truncatas, what we got down there? What's this? Forgot about you. Peltarsi elephantum Trasmariensis with a little leaf jump, cheeky little leaf jump with a picture. Great, looking forward to seeing that. There's a few trunks down here. They're all doing amazingly well. I don't know if you can see over there, that's it, yeah. There's a few there, some more there, some more there, some more there, more there. Sumatrana seems to be much happier up that corner, growing well. And then as we come back down this way, we've got, this is another Maxima Jeff Wong cross Haryana. I think Penda's having this one, if I'm right. But look at that peristome, Pender. What do you make of that? A white peristome. Hang on, let me focus. Not too much. Who knows? Who knows? We'll see what happens with that one when that one pops. Interesting. Very. What else we got around here? Oh, Dylan, my Australian brother. You asked about Viking Velosa. There you go, sir. Viking Velosa. I've got to say, now I'm not a Viking fan. I don't mind Viking. I've got a lot of Viking crosses in here. But yeah, I'm kind of liking it. I'm digging it. The Velosa's adding a new dimension, and it's finally starting to get its head down and do some work. It's took so long for it to get to this stage, really slow growing, and then all of a sudden, boom, off it went. And then I went and snapped the growth tip off, didn't I? Like a complete nutter bellend that I am. That's me, unfortunately. I was getting it down from here, and boom, just managed to snap the growth tip off. But there'll be more. There'll be more. Maxima Jacquelinier EP, another flower. She's not far off opening. The one down here is inflating the seed pods. Lovely, some beautiful seed pods on this. We've got what have we got? We got some Max. We've got some Spec. We've got Maxima Jack Hamidi. We've got some Trunk Lowii. We've got Nebularum. We've got a bit of everything on there. Also down here, Babijays. All my burbs are down here. And I have to say, since moving them down here, they have really come on. They've come on leaps and bounds. In the shade, they love it. They absolutely love it in the shade. And I've seen, I mean, they're putting leaves out now. The growth, the progression since putting them down here is just amazing. This one here had done nothing for so long. And I'll put it down here, look at this, 2 leaves, one after the other, bang, like that. So, get your burbs in the shade, people. Get them in the shade. They love the shade. They don't like the bright light. What else we got down here? Right, let's have a look. We've got here Hamata Hariana. Quite a big plant with a basil. And a cracking little basil it is too. Look at this. There you go. Beautiful. Beautiful. Right behind that we've got Ventricosa, cross Ventricosa, cross Sib, cross Ventricosa, cross Trusmodiensis, EP plant. And the old favourite, Rocco, Bosch, Lowio Vichoi, Boschiana, Northiana. This is the one with the wild peristome. This is an old picture. I mean, but look at that peristome, and that's an old picture. And it's just you're close up eye hairs. For the size of the picture, the peristome is amazing. And we've got one just popped here, and I was hoping this was going to be a bigger picture than that, but I don't think it doesn't look like it's going to be, but you never know, they do expand. But we've got a big old leaf jump going on here, one after the other, leaf jump, leaf jump. So it's a happy plant. Down here we've got Boschiana, Veitchii, Highland, Gold Peristo, Maxima, Stenophila, Lowioi, Rocco, Veitchii. And that has produced that little beaut. I think that's going to roll back a little bit, but that's looking really promising. Really promising. Loving that. And that's the picture before it. So, and we've got a little gaggle here. We've got a little gaggle of stripiness. This one is one of the Rocco Boschiana crosses. Exactly the same Grex as these. Now this is the variation in this Grex. The variation in this Grex is amazing. These plants here, number 2, it's cross number 2. They're all the same, exactly the same plant. The variation, look at this one. See if we can get the brightness up a little. Come on, not that one. There we go. What the hell? There you go. Why don't, rather than mess about with the brightness thing, pick the plant up, turn around, and go over to the light. There you go. So this is exactly the same Grex, Rocco Bosch. The variation in that. And then we move from that, and then again, this is exactly the same plant, same Grex, from that to this. You can already see it in the peristome on that one. It's starting to go, but I think the Lowioi Veitchii has won through on this, and so you're getting the stripes, but still a really nice plant. And the leaves are really pretty identical to that. There is a big similarity in the leaves. And then we've got behind me, down here somewhere, another one. This is exactly the same Grex. There you see it. That peristome again. Sunburst peristome. So there's the Rocco Bosch. The Rocco Bosch crosses. So I do have several of those dotted around all over the yin yang, but they're easy to spot. So, as I say, that one's just popped. No, that's still really stiff. I don't want to force it up, but we'll see what that one looks like in a couple of days. Maxima Dark across Trusmoriensis has just popped this one. Beautiful. Love this plant. This was off James, good mate James. Hiya James. Looking forward to the 10th and the 11th. I'm off on a bit of a road trip down to see James and Mark. Down south. Going down south. So I don't know what happened then. What happened then? No idea. Let's move the tassel fern across. This thing's doing amazing. Look at this. So impressed with this. It's grown so much since I had it. Really impressed with it. And it's just starting to do, I don't know what's going on here, where he's going with this. Is it going to grow uphill? I thought it would have been. These have all come on in the last about the last month or so, these forks, these divisions. So they're all going to be like this, obviously, and divide, and then they're dividing at the ends again. But it's a happy plant. It's a really happy plant. And to be fair, doesn't really take a lot of looking after. It likes medium to high humidity. I mean, this is hung in the shade, really. And it's growing like the clappers. So we're happy with that. Over here, courtesy of Tom, my mate Tom Bennett, chucked me a lovely truncator. Tom, you're an absolute legend, mate. I know you do watch the videos. Get yourself over to Tom's website. I'll drop a link in the description. Folks, if you haven't tried it, his plant identifier, you've got to go on there and have a go. It's amazing. Let me just move this this Max Harryana, before I tread on it and smash it to pieces. Where can I put it? Will it rest in there? Oh yeah, look at that. Found a home for it. Beautiful. Sit there, don't move. Yeah, get yourself over to his website and have a go on his species identifier. Fantastic thing. Brilliant bit of kit. You'll have a lot of fun messing around with it. I'll drop the link in the description, and you can go straight over to it and have a play. So, what have we got over here? Lowland tenuous. Yeah, liking that. Wasn't quite sure really what to make of it, but yeah, I'm digging that. Yeah. What else we got? This caught my eye. I fished this out of the pile down there, and it stood out to me because of how squat it was compared to the rest of its siblings. It's the Sung and Melancholy cross. Sung and Melancholy cross VHI number 5, cross Lowy, cross VHI, cross someone else, cross Babigiae, Northiana, maybe Boschiana. I trialled this in tree fern fibre, pure tree fern fibre, nothing else, no perlite, nothing, and it's growing really, really well. I'm actually surprised how well it is growing. There's no perlite or anything like that, it's just purely tree fern fibre, as it says on the side there. And that was potted on the 25th of the 11th. And when it was potted, I'll see if I can find the picture. It was tiny. It seems reasonably happy. So we'll just let it get on with it and do its thing. Pop him over here for a minute because I want to investigate what's going on over here with this Neb VMV. What's occurring down here with this picture? It's all twisted up. Now this is very, very dry and could probably do with watering. So we might give that a splash of water in a minute. I've gone from one extreme to the other. I've gone from being an overwaterer to an underwaterer. I don't know which one's worse. But yeah, that's what happened. And in part, it's due to having to ration the water because of lack of rain of late. So I've been rationing the water, and I've just become a bit of an underwaterer. So this is Maxima. It's Max. I do know. I know the proper name of it, but it's a winged version of Maxima from a specific location. Somebody will tell me in the comments. I know they will. And it's on the tip of my tongue. I just can't, for the life of me, think of it. But I've got a couple of these, and they are not easy to come by. And I was just lucky enough to get hold of a couple. Quite a rare plant. And then he nearly knocks it off and drops it on the floor. Knob. Over here we've got Vichai Ling, or Ling Vichai. It's Vichai Ling from EP. Looking good. Nebularum, where's Nebularum? Where are you? Stick your hand up. Here she is. Big old neb. When are you going to give us a flower? Soon, I hope. Very soon. Trunk Eddie. Looking good. This is another one that got accosted by mites. It's been treated and it's repaid me by sticking out a nice big picture. We're happy with that. We love that. My little experiment in this cork bark of sticking Vichai in the top and Vichai down here and a trunk harter, stuck a little trunk harter in a hole in the side, and the trunk harter has absolutely gone off like a rocket. It is so happy. Look at that. Really, really happy. Loves life down there. Couldn't be happier. Oh yeah, that's what I was going to show you. If you get the chance and you come across one, Glandulifera Rob, get one. If you find one, get it, buy it. You won't be disappointed, especially when it starts putting out whoppers like this. And I've seen the next stage up to this, which are the uppers in inverted commas, and they are really flared. The big Rob flare on it, and size as well. I mean, good grief, that is not your average Glandulifera. There's a lot of Rob influence in that. Fantastic. If you get the chance, get one. You won't be sorry. I've had this plant now, good grief, best part of 5 years. It wasn't very big when I had it, probably around about that size when I got it, and it's grown really, really well. Let me just wipe the camera. I think I've got a bit of there you go. Yeah, it's grown really, really well. So recommendation there for you. Grab one of them if you get the chance. Grab one. What we got down here? Anything to show? Oh yes, Platykyla cross Vichai M EP. Love this plant. I love this plant. Now I'm surprised nobody went for this on the import, and I saw it. As soon as I saw it, I was like, I want that plant. And it's not, for me, it's not about the lowers. We're coming to uppers now, look. This one isn't a full upper, it's more kind of an inter, but the next one is most definitely an upper. There you go. We are into full upper territory here. All skinny picture, definitely an upper. And I'm just hoping it's going to have a nice wide peristome like that, but it does still look like it's going to have quite a high neck. but we'll see. Really promising, really promising. Move along. Let's have a look. This is another Song of Melancholy cross. New Rob. We've got a new Rob picture. There you go. Oh, big boy there. Looking good. Rob always gives a good account of himself. Always. Right, have a little puff on my doodah and I really should get some some background music going, shouldn't I? We should have some jungle music playing in the background, like Dom. So, what's next? What is next? We've got nothing new on the Platy Bosch or the Vichai Burb. Both have flowered twice, so I think they are kind of taking a bit of a break. But they're both still putting leaves out, both still putting pictures out. They're getting a bit close to the lights now, so I'm going to have to do something about that. As you can see, I don't really like... I mean, this does colour up anyway, and it does go that colour, the slightest sniff of a light. But I don't like them being that close to the light, so I'm going to have to move that. I prefer my plants green and not deep fried. We've got a nice new big fat leaf on Rob over here. Great leaf. Where are we? Platy Burb. Oh, sit down. Take the weight off. Platy Burb. We've got new pictures coming on Platy Burb. Where are you? Oh, here you are. So we've got another one there. And that is the latest one. Is it? Yes. That's the latest one. Absolutely fantastic pictures. And the one before it, I mean, it holds them quite well, to be fair. That's the one before it. And then moving across to this is Platy dactylifera. Now, this was watered 2 days ago, and it dries out really quickly. So she needs a little drop of water. As you can see, the lid's curling in, so she wants a drop. She wants a drink. We'll get her that after the video's finished. Give her a good soaking. But again, this is another one. There you go. Nice uppers coming. And right next to it, we've got the latest edition from Truncata, Campanulata, Vichai the Wave, Song of Melancholy, Clippiata. This is my seed grown plant. Seeds were from Carnivoro, and this plant is now officially 2 years old. The size of it. It's now officially 2 years old. That's its latest picture. And it's starting to vine. So it is vining. And right below that, we've got a Roger Rob, which is tucked away in here. With the big old leaves like boat paddles. And down here, we've got Amax. This is BE's offering of AMA which is more Maxima than it is AMA, hence AMAX. But we are going to be blessed with, finally, an upper. So we will be able to see what it actually looks like, what the uppers actually look like, finally. Oh, we've got a Phil man there, just popped. Thank you, Phil. Phil's made an appearance. We always appreciate Phil, he's a good lad. Growing really well, actually, is Phil. This is, I don't know if you can guess from that peristome, but this is another Rocco Boschiana cross, the same Grex that I showed you up there. This one got absolutely beasted by mites. I've cut the bad leaves off and it's just starting to recover. So hopefully that one's going to put out some really nice big flared peristomes. Tenuous has gone on a bit of a picture thrift. It's not giving me anything. It's not being forthcoming because it's decided it wants to travel. So Tenuous is down here and it's going all the way over here. So I'm hoping that at some point we're going to have a flower out of that. We can only wait. We can wait and see. So moving along. What we on? Oh Christ, an hour and 6 minutes. Don't time fly when you're having fun. So moving swiftly along. Eustacia Tenuous, Dan, Tree Man Dan. Shout out to Dan there. Dan, one of Dan's favourite plants. He's looking for a cutting off that. What we got down here? Vichii Lowii, Rob Cantley. Ooh, hey, hello. Now, hang on, this might be worth fishing out. Let's have a look. This one, I put this one in the shade because it just didn't seem very happy where it was. So I plant it back there in the shade and good as gold. Look at that leaf. It's put out a beautiful, beautiful leaf. Fantastic. And then it's popping out that. Fantastic. Well done, you. Well done, you. We found somewhere you like. Great stuff. Great stuff. Happy with that. Pop him back. Let him get his thing on. Let him get his... put it back the way it was. That's it. We've got Lavicola back here as well. Lavicola is making an appearance. And back here, if I can just ease my way in, we've got Nepenthes Gentle. This is Danny's Ease. Dan, it's doing really well, mate. Let me just have a close-up on that. If it'll focus. Focus. Come on. Bloody thing. Yeah, it ain't going to play ball. No, I don't want to rip that out there and start damaging things. So what we've got there, Rob Cantley, Babigia, Borgiana. No, Rob Cantley, Babedi. Oh yeah, Rob Cantley, Babedi. To be fair, I don't know what is back here. There's all sorts back here and I've no idea what half of it is. And I'll cruise here. Mammoth up the corner there has gone on a bit of a go slow, but The reason being, there's a honking great basil coming out the bottom of it. I don't know if you can see it. Let me zoom out. See it there? Whacking great basil growing out the back. Hence the reason there's nothing coming out the top. Busy, busy, busy. Got here, Alice Patrona. Penda's favourite. It's pretty nice, fair bit of size actually. It's really getting its thing on. The thing that really interests me is I think that there is a flower in there. Truncloii. I think we're going to be blessed with another flower. I could be wrong, but I don't think I am. I called it perfectly last time and I'm pretty sure there's a flower in there. In fact, I can pretty much feel it. So, fingers crossed, this time I don't do what I did last time, which was really, really stupid of me. And I went and ignored my own advice. If you move a plant, always put it back where you had it from. They don't like being moved. So that plant was originally up that corner and it flowered. And the flower stalk, like this one, came out and went all the way up over to that corner there, which was okay, but I couldn't reach it to pollinate it. So I thought, you know what, take it down, clear a space over here, put it over there, job's a good one, pollinate it, fantastic, which is what I did. Unfortunately, I didn't move it back and I left it there, and the plant aborted, just aborted the flower spike. Decided it wasn't happy, so that was it. Abort, and all my hard work and all that pollen that I put on it, Edwardiana pollen, everything went to waste because it just it slowly died and aborted, and that was the end of it. Gutted is a what's the word, understatement. Now I've got something really special in this bag, and I'm gonna just bear with me if you can't see anything for a second.
One eternity later.
Here we go. Have a swatch at this. Oh my God. Wow. What a picture. What a picture. Absolutely fantastic. James, you are an absolute legend. I can't thank James enough for sorting me out with this. This, people, is Nepenthes appendiculata. Appendiculata being appendage. And that is one hell of an appendage. But look at that peristome. Absolutely gorgeous. And the slim, the booty at the bottom. Wow. I can't get enough of this plant. And that big tall neck, stunning, absolutely stunning. Let's just pop it down there. Yeah, appendiculata, what a plant. So for Brian, if he's watching, how you doing, Bri? Let's just wipe the camera again. Water all over the camera. Here you go, Bri. Have a look. There's a few helium for you. Feast your eyes and have a swatch. We've got all sorts here. We've got Ceracea, Mount Neblinae. I do like Ceracea, a personal favourite of mine. And over the back here, we've got Appendiculata, big bubble, and you can see why. The big bubble on the back there. We've got Cyclops, big cyclops, and we've got, what else we got? What? We've got minor Varpelosa, a hairy little beggar there. That's a special one. Named after a certain giant reptile. I wonder which one that is. And then moving around here, we've got, there's that certain giant reptile up against the wall there, and it's battling Cyclops, another Cyclops here. We've got a few Cyclops actually here. We've got one there, we've got another one behind us, and there's another one somewhere over there, over the back, just growing up there. And just there, we have a female Singulana flower, cheeky little Singulana flower. Happy with that. Wow. Glabrata. Gorgeous little pictures. What a great species. And we've got Singulana inimis. These are parvas, some parva crosses there. That's parva cross. Saracenoids crosses. Even my cuttings are flowering. How bizarre is that? Oh. Now, there's a limit to how long I'll stay on my knees before I lose all circulation and I can't get up. Glandulifera has been beasted by mites, as you can see there. It's just getting over it. Been treated. In fact, if you came in this shed now, the smell of abamectin in here stinks. The stuff is, well, there it is. The stuff is horrid. Absolutely honks. Here you go, Bright. This one. You'll like this one. Let's just pop this up here. Have a look at this. Have a butcher's. What's going on in here? Let's see. Well, for a start, those are helium 4 seeds. 1, 2. I'm sure there was 3 or 4. Oh, a bit of knee movement there, that's it. Right, let's have a better look. So, extreme close up. So we've got one there, which is just nearly all the way out. We've got 2 there. Where's the other one? There was another one. 3. There it is. Just popping out 3 there. And I'm pretty sure there'll be more. What are they? I hear you cry. These are Cyclops cross Kalina, which I'm absolutely made up about. I'm really chuffed with those. And these are what we got here. Oh look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is that 1? 6. Boom. 6 in there, and there's quite a few seeds in there, and those are Kalina cross Huberi. And move that out of the way. We've just sown These have only been put in a week. And have we got anything popping yet? I doubt whether we are. Mind you saying that, the others took literally 3 weeks and they were germinating already. So I'm expecting good things of them. Yeah, I'll have to find out what those are. I've got it written down somewhere. So, what are we on? Christ, hour and 20 minutes. Wow, we're going for the big one here. And by the time I've added the film with the shed updates on of what I've done with the greenhouse rather, we'll be getting close to 2 hours, a proper marathon. But I think general consensus is you like, or the viewers like, long videos. I know from experience that when I put my videos on, I fall asleep within 20 minutes. So I think that's what a lot of people do, is put them on and then drift off into a world of slumber. So yeah, there we go, folks. I thought I'd do a little, well, not so little, a bit of an update for you. That's an AMA-JB cross, one of the AMA-JB crosses. What a picture, fantastic. I love this plant. Look at that. That is just, it just gets better and better and better with every picture. Wow. Is there anything I have missed? I haven't really gone into anything down here because there's not much in the way of interest, if I'm honest. Sib Mariliana is not putting out any pictures at the moment because it's working on a big old basil at the back there, so we ain't having anything off her. She's gone on strike as regards pictures at the moment. And Sibianensis, the two Sibs, I've got a flower coming on this one. Definitely a flower coming on this one. And I'm not too sure about this one. I've snapped the leaf off the growth tip on that one because I was being impatient and I wanted to see if there was a flower. So I ended up damaging the leaf like a knob. This is the other one of the Maxima winged. I quite like this. That is some serious wingage, seriously frilly, and I'm hoping that one day this flowers and I can mix it with something toothy, and then we get wings and teeth. Would be a good thing. Okay, so let's call it a day. Let's wind it up and go and stick all this together and get it edited and get it put on the tube for you good people. If there's anybody I forgot to give a shout out to, I do apologise. Memory's not that good these days. Actually, is the piece of paper in here still? Probably not. I did have you all written down on a piece of paper. I don't know what I've done with it. I think I've thrown it away. So, sorry about that. All right, I'm going to call it a day and go and sort this out and get it put on the tube for you. And it'll give you something to watch over breakfast, as as Dylan does. He likes to sit and watch while he's having his brekkie, and one or two of you like to sit and watch it while you're dozing off in bed, and others just do it in sections throughout the day. They'll have 20 minutes here or half an hour there, and get through it that way. Whichever way you want to do it, that's entirely up to you. What have we got here? Hang on. Oh, loads of little basils on this. Look at this. Wow. The basils on this. Come on now, focus. There you go. Loads of little basils. Fantastic. Trying to think if there was anything else I was going to show you before I call it a day. If there was anything else that I've missed. Is there anything I've missed? Is there anything I've missed? You lot will say you'll just sit there watching, will you? You don't mind. You don't mind. We've got a flower in this as well. This is Spathulata jacquelinea. That's male. I know that's male because this has flowered about 3 times so far. Could do with one of Flava Sib again. That one's male as well, I think. Yeah, all right, that's it. Let's wind it up and call it a night, and then I've got to go and pester my son to edit it. So folks, I'm going to call it a day, and hopefully I'll speak to you soon, and I wish you all well and happy growing. Keep them coming. Good night.